So I want to thank everyone for coming out today. I am Serena Starcher, Superintendent of Raleigh County Schools. It is an honor to look out and see so many people here to celebrate the ribbon cutting ceremony for the Stratton High School tribute space. So I am going to do my best to condense all of this in about 30 minutes so that you can go to the actual tribute space and see what we've all been waiting for. I do want to announce, if you're texting with any of your friends, we are streaming this on Facebook Live. So there is a link on the Raleigh County Schools Facebook page that anyone from afar can be watching. And I know we have several alumni doing just that. So again, thank you for being here. I do want to acknowledge a few people. First, I'd like to recognize the Raleigh County Board of Education. They are here in the front. They have been completely supportive of this project, and I thank them for that. It has taken a lot of time, but they were vested in this project from day one. So I just want to thank them for being here. I know we have multiple elected officials in the audience, and for the sake of time, I'm not going to recognize you by name, but thank you for being here today. The Stratton Elementary School Committee, if you will. Some of you are here today. I see Councilwoman Bullock here. I think I saw Norma Parker walk in at some time. I think I did, but she was a member of the committee. I want to thank them for being here. And I also want to thank Dolores Kidd. Although she can't be here today with us, she was instrumental in helping me with this tribute space. And I can't thank her enough for her support and her help along the way. Students, we have all of our students joining us today, and I do want to thank them for being here and thank the staff for bringing them to this ceremony. I know our students will listen. They'll be good listeners, and they'll be very respectful throughout this event. And I'm confident if they listen very well, I think they'll leave with some valuable lessons. So students, I'm very thankful you're here with us. Alumni. I look out and see whether it's family members of some of our alumni that have gone on before us or alumni yourselves. I want to thank you so much for being here. I'm just seeing Judy Patterson. She's here. She was on the committee too. But anyway, thank you for being here, Ms. Patterson. And back to our alumni, the stories you've told, the stories you've shared over the last couple of years have been nothing short of amazing. And your contributions to this space, I can't thank you enough. So thank you for being here. I do want to acknowledge a few companies that I've been able to work with over this time. ZMM Architects and Engineers, they knew we wanted a space, so they had to go forth and design it. So I do want to acknowledge them. I want to acknowledge Hersick and Webster. They are the company, the brains behind the space. You know, we knew what we wanted to do, and then they ran with it and created something more than I could have ever dreamed of. And then X Plus. I don't believe they're here, but they actually made it all and built it. So thank them. The last thank you I want to give is to Stratton High School. The stories, the legacy that Stratton High School has left this community, this county, this state, and this nation is just amazing. And it's been a wonderful journey as we prepared this tribute space, but it's all a testament to Stratton High School and its legacy. So thank you to Stratton. With all of that said, there was a vision. 3 or 4 years ago, we had a vision. This committee that I talked about earlier had a vision for what a tribute space or a tribute museum would look like. That tribute space would preserve decades of pride, achievement, heritage of Stratton High School. It would showcase what Stratton High School was. It would touch upon the junior high, and it would touch upon the elementary school, but it would focus on Stratton High School. And I hope we've done just that. And lastly, for all of our students and our alumni, it would bridge the past, present, and future of just what Stratton Elementary School can be for this community and this county. So I hope when you go see the tribute space, I hope we lived up to your expectation. So I'm not going to spend much time. There are other people that need to talk today. But just as a reminder, Stratton High School started in 1919. I know that was a long time ago, students, but in 1919, Stratton High School began. And then in 1939, Stratton High School came here on this site as the new Stratton High School. In 1967, students, again, still a long time ago, but in 1967, Stratton High School closed its doors to high school students as a result of integration. In 1998, well, let me back up. In that fall of 1967, the building became known as Stratton Junior High School. In 1998, the doors closed yet again. Stratton Junior High closed, merging with Beckley Junior High to become Beckley Stratton Middle School, which is where all of you will go. And then in 2023, the doors on what was Stratton High School closed forever when the Raleigh County Board of Education opened the new Stratton Elementary School, which is where we are here today. So that is the short history I will share with you. There's plenty in the tribute space. And I do want to say to our students and our staff today, I know when I've been in the tribute space, the students are peeking in and they want to come in and see. There will be a day, I hope in the very near future, that your teacher will take you to the tribute space so that you can learn that history of Stratton High School and what it meant to this area. But today, the visit will be for adults. So I said there are some people far, far better than me that need to speak today. And we've called this the Voices of Stratton. These voices, everything you're going to see today, you could see in the tribute space on a digital monitor, which I'll share that with you in a moment. But for the next 17 minutes or so, you're going to hear from people, again, far better than me, to tell you a story about Stratton High School. Okay. Give me 1 second. Practice. I do apologize, but he'll fix it quickly. Students, give me just 1 minute here. Hold on. You're being so wonderful.
So tell me how it was the hub for everything. Describe that.
Area. And Raleigh, East Park, they were bussed in to Stratton High School. Those people, Harper Heights, all the outskirts of the Beckley area for black people, this was the only high school. So they came all from down the Gulf. Their school buses would go and pick them up and drop them off. And that's something I never rode, was a school bus. I walked. See, I just lived right up the street here. My home place is up the street there. And so, which means that vacant lot here, that's where people from the neighborhood that didn't pay to go to see a game, they would come and stand on that lot to watch their football games. They put croaker sacks up around the fence there to keep people from looking in, so you would pay to come in. But the lot next door there, people from the neighborhood would gather there to see over to the football field and watch. They were concerned about the band. We had the best band. Dee Dee Crawford was the band instructor. So that was our life. And I remember we had dirt yards up the street, a backyard, and I remember to keep the leaves and trash up, I was out sweeping that evening. It was about 7 o'clock. All of a sudden, it scared the life out of me. All of this light came up, and that was the first of the bleacher lights being cut on. A fellow named Carl Frankenstein Barber. He worked at the Moose Club in Beckley for years, and in fact he was there until he died. And he went around soliciting money in order to get the bleacher lights, and I remember that was accomplished. And I remember that night I was sweeping the backyard, and those bright lights came right over into to the neighborhood. Yeah. So that's.
Tell me about your association with Stratton School.
My association with Stratton High School. I came to Stratton from Morton Reeves Elementary School on South Fayette Street to the 9th grade in 1951. And that was the first year that we had a gymnasium. And at that time, Coach Jeffries was the coach, and Lorraine C. was the phys ed instructor, Lorraine King C. And I had all the requirement subjects in the general curriculum that I wanted, and because I wasn't one of those math people, so I just got myself in the general curriculum, and I took typing and shorthand under Mrs. Flippin, and I was in the Glee Club. Bernice Hill Henry was the director of the Stratton High School. The Glee Club is what it was called. And then I was played girls basketball there in the gymnasium the first year. And that was the beginning of my Stratton years. And the teachers we had, they were refined instructors, and I just enjoyed each and every one of them. And at the time, W.C. Reed, he was the principal of the high school at that time, and Coach Jeffries came on board after Mr. Kane passed away. And Mr. Kane is, they named the football field Kane Memorial Stadium at that time. And I understand that's where the new school will be located. And we always had top sports persons in the field of football and basketball. I can't tell you how many championships we had. And in fact, we had those trophies there in the hall alongside of the gymnasium, and huge trophies that had been gotten over the years, and somehow they disappeared. And so we have no artifacts left. But anyway, my 4 years at Stratton was enjoyable. And at the time, the superintendent of schools, I think, was D.W. Bryson. And the assistant superintendent of schools was, let me think, from North Beckley. it'll come to me later. Elliott, J.B. Elliott. So I had a lot of friends at the school, locker friends, and I just enjoyed my 4 years at Stratton High School.
Is there a lot of school pride?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I was proud of the football team. I was in the band. I wasn't in the glee club. I was always happy when the team won, of course, basketball and football. I was just proud to be a Bulldog from Stratton High School in Beckley, West Virginia.
Why?
Well, my grandfather moved his family here. I don't remember what year it was, but they lived in Slapford, and then they moved to Beckley, and then he built a house. And where I now live, I live in the house that my grandfather built. There were 12 children in my grandfather and grandmother's house, and I lived with them for a long time, and then I moved. My mother came back from the war because she went to Philadelphia to do work up there while the war was going on. And when she moved back, then we moved just up the street here, and I walked to school. I never rode a school bus until I got in the band, and we went to football games in different areas of West Virginia. Those were good days too, because I enjoyed the band. In fact, my mother gave me a clarinet when I was in probably the 7th or 8th grade, so naturally I'm going to use them when I come to the high school. But I established a lot of good friends, and I still have some of them.
What can you tell us about the school's sports teams? Was sports a big deal? Were they? Yeah.
Football and basketball. I have the jacket at the board office that my dad had, that they were state champs in, I think it was 1940 something. And they gave him a jacket then and no trophy, none of that. And when we were moving around, I was moving, my mom was moving, we ran that jacket in the closet in the other house where we lived. And of course, at this age, it's pretty well torn, but it's something that we cherish, because my dad died when he was 49 years old, so he had it and then we have it. So I hope that, I don't know, Steve, my one son says donated to the school, the other one says no, so we can't tug on that jacket because it won't stand it, but we do have that jacket. They got that jacket, and that was before they had the trophies.
What made Stratton such a special place?
Well, it was, at the time that I went to school, it was a black school. There was no until 1968, I think. We all went to Stratton, but the teachers there, I think, really cared about your education, and because you were so involved in the family, I couldn't just go there and do anything because my mom and dad were gonna know it, but because of the idea of it being so well put together, and the teachers and things that we had at the time were very educated, and they cared about us.
Can you tell us what makes Stratton so special?
Because, I really can't, I just don't know. But it was just special to me, because most of my family graduated from Stratton. And that's where they are now. My grandsons got good education and everything, and it comes from Stratton. Started at Stratton. and they played football. They was very successful in football. My husband was the same way. He played played football, and they were successful, you know. So look like I feel more for them than I do myself, because they did so good. I didn't do as good as they did, but I did the best I could. But with Stratton's help, and the good teachers and all that we had there.
So with the new school, what do you want people to remember about the way it was when you were there?
I don't know. Because of the times, you know, it's going to be a big difference.
Sure.
And my kids went to Stratton, and it was different then. They were in junior high. And because I knew, you know, but the occupations that I had, I knew so many people then. And so the things I knew about Stratton at that time carried over to when they were there. And I'm sure that now I'm very excited about the new school and you know, opening, and I'll be able to go upstairs and look out the window again and see some things. But I am very excited about the opportunity.
What makes you so excited about this new opportunity?
Well, it's going to change with the times. It's the main thing, you know. It's not going to be like the school now is old and it's not up to date. So the new school is going to be, you know, up from what I can understand. It's going to be something that's in this time.
Did you learn any particular lifelong lessons there that you've carried with you since?
Well, yes. We learned to study well. That was one thing, so I managed that. And just being able to get along with other kids, you know. So that was a plus. That way I learned to deal with people in an honorable manner and maintain respect for folk, and got the same from them.
If you were to give this school a grade, what grade would you give it and why?
A grade, it would have the top grade 10, because at that time when we was here, we had those teachers and they wasn't good teachers. And when they tell you, you better do this or get this, they meant it. And like all the students, as I can remember, they got respect and they gave us respect. Because I don't ever know about any time, the whole time that I was here, that any student got in any trouble of, you know, disrespecting a teacher or whatever.
Anything else you'd like to tell us about Stratton School or your time in the school?
I love Stratton High School. I did, and I still do. And my granddaughter is now employed here at Stratton High School, Stratton Elementary, excuse me. But and that I'm proud of that my granddaughter is an employee of the Raleigh County Board of Education. I'm really proud of that.
What do you think students today should do to be successful?
For one thing, they have to go to school. That's the main thing, you know. It's just, but they have to change with the times. You know, everything is different now, and they have to be a part of that and continue with the education. Now, when I went to school, I feel like I was successful just by being a student there, but now I couldn't go and do what I did then and be a successful doctor, lawyer, whatever, because the times have changed, and so has the curriculum and everything in the school. But I have 2 kids that went to Stratton, and they're, I think they're successful. One is a teacher, and the other one is in Atlanta. So they got some part of their education from Stratton.
Mm-hmm. Is there anything else you want to say about Stratton before we turn our camera off?
That I just wish it was, I'm glad that they're building a new one and can continue on. It's going to continue at Stratton, and I'm glad of that. I probably won't be here to see it, but I'll be for my kids and things.
So tell me how it was the hub for everything. Describe that.
Sorry, they're going to have.
There's, see, people from Basoka,
Sorry. So I hope you enjoyed that. There are many more video clips that you can listen to in the tribute space on the digital display, but we selected those to share with you in this ceremony. I will say, if you paid attention to the closed captioning, some of the words are misspelled. I do know that Mr. Reed's name is R-E-I-D and Cain is C-A-I-N. So we're working with technology to see if we can change the spelling on closed captioning, but I did want to tell you, I know they're misspelled. I haven't fixed closed captioning yet, so we hope to be able to do that. As we move on, and I just have a few more slides, I want to share an overview of the tribute space so you're oriented when you get in there. So when you first walk in, on your left, there's a case on your left, and you will see, these are pictures of the case. So you're going to see Stratton Elementary on the left, and then Stratton Junior High on the right. Again, both on the left of you as you walk in. The next wall, the next case you'll see, all of that is about Stratton High School. And I encourage you to spend time reading, and I know you know it already, but I still hope you have time to read through it. Then as you make your way around the tribute space, you'll see this monitor, Stratton High School, and you can interact with that, but this is where those video clips are housed. But you can spend as much time as you would like. I will let you know that the brick, that's from Stratton High School. That's original brick from the original building. And then below, you'll see some panels. Those also came from the high school, the original part of the high school. And then as you make your way, as you make that final turn, looking out into the hallway, you will see a list of the Stratton High School alumni. And this document that the alumni put together was so very helpful. Those of you who have worked on that over the years, on the back, it talks about this is a list of all the alumni. So you will see that replicated on these walls or on these windows by class. And then the last, on the right of this screen, you'll see Stratton High School faculty. So through directories that we had, as well as having to look through old minutes, we were able to piece together most of the faculty that worked at Stratton High School. I say most because there were a few years minutes were not available, directories weren't available, so you will see that is missing, and we've labeled it such. But I hope you have the opportunity to spend time looking through this as well. I have one last little video. Some of you may remember this day. Some of you may not, but can I just hit play? So this is something important, obviously, to the alumni of Stratton High School. We, I think this was in June of 23, during the Stratton High School reunion. We had some visitors to this building before we opened it. This actually takes place in the cafeteria, and if you were here for that reunion, I hope you remember this day. I know I sure do. But let's listen to the school's alma mater. Not the most tech person. Miss Polly, her department helped me often. But thank you so very much. I hope you enjoyed that. The last thing, well, I want to say, this was unplanned, but one of you brought me this, so we're going to make sure we get this displayed in the tribute space. It says Stratton High School alumni, Beckley, West Virginia, then, now, and forever. And she tells me there's a flower for the flower for each of the graduates. So we will be. I just received this today. We will be placing this in the tribute space. And I just have one last slide. You'll see this acknowledgement in the space, but I'm going to read it to you. It says, the tribute space is a testament to the legacy of Stratton High School and the generations it inspired. Its creation would not have been possible without the collaboration, support, and vision of many dedicated individuals and partners. To the alumni, families, and community members who shared their memories, photos, and voices, this story belongs to you. Thank you for helping us preserve and celebrate the enduring spirit of Stratton High School. So I want to thank you for attending. I want to just make a couple of little announcements. Our students who've been very well behaved, I want to thank you for your attention during this ceremony. Students, you will be returning to class now, and then once our students are back to class, we'll pause. We'll move down to the tribute space for an official ribbon cutting. So adults, if you can just bear with us to get our students back to class, we'd appreciate it. Thank you. We're going to get more people. Any other alumni want to come on down? Come on, any alumni that would like to come.
They're very sharp.
Anybody else want to come?
Make sure you're going to be in the photo. Try to be between the poles. There's room on the other end if people want to go down that way.
Does everyone have a parachute? Come on, you're up. Come on.
I'm going to switch down this end down here.
Come on down.
Yeah, we can.
There's a pair of scissors down there for you. Is that everybody? Shannon, you want to take a picture?
Yeah, get Shannon.
Is your brother not here? Still some more?
Oh, yeah, get in there. Get in there.
Get in the picture. Squeeze it. Class 67 squeeze right in here.
Anybody else that wants to be in it?
Get in there, Andrew. Put the marshal in the state.
There you go.
A basketball team.
You're good?
Got it.
Oh, I'm going to.
All right, good football players. Coach Jeffries. Okay, buddy.
All right. Who are you going to do it?
I can do it.
Yes, you do.
Okay. Is everybody ready? Just make sure you get your scissors in place. Make sure you know where a camera is that you're going to look at. Don't hide behind the person in front of you. And when you cut the ribbon, you have to look up and smile. All right, we're going to cut on 3. 1, 2, 3.
cafeteria for all of you. Okay. Are you going in to see it?
Good to see you.
Get a picture.
I don't know where they are.